You probably clicked on this video thinking, what? How can you turn shower thoughts into ideas? Well, in this video I'll show you how to do exactly just that with a 3-step system I used to stop struggling with being creative and coming up with ideas, and instead passively get multiple ideas daily. After I implemented this system, I started getting ideas randomly whenever I bike, walk, watch TV, or literally any task without even having to try. And trust me, if you try the system, it will work. So let's get into it. I remember a time in my life when I would step into the shower, and for once I wouldn't put music on. I'm not even joking. After 1 minute of being in the shower, thoughts start flowing into my brain. I'm getting weird thoughts, angry thoughts, sad thoughts, every thought you could even think of. And it was crazy to me. At this point, I'd been distracting my brain for the past week without ever letting it think. I'd overstimulated my brain to the point where it didn't even have time to think as it should. But after recently having a realization about thoughts, my shower has not only changed, but also my idea creation. Step 1. Shower thoughts equals useful. So you might think, the fuck? How's shower thoughts useful? Well, it's not just shower thoughts that are useful. Let me tell you why. You want to get more ideas, right? So the more you think, the more you'll figure out. When you start spending a lot of time thinking, I would literally say you become smarter. When I stopped occupying my brain all the time, it had time to think about all the sad thoughts and all the other random thoughts. And since I gave it time to think after I was done thinking about these weird random thoughts, it had time to come up with ideas, and that's when my brain got creative. Like, I'm not even joking. Just the other night I was sitting in the sofa thinking for like 15 minutes, just sitting there, and I came up with like 3 video ideas. But how do I do this, and how can you do it? Step 2. Let your mind be overtaken. So the reason why I wasn't until recently able to consistently just get ideas randomly and think was just because I overstimulated my brain and occupied it all the time. When my brain experienced silence, it had time to think. Not when I was blasting TikTok while playing a game. This was also why I couldn't fall asleep some nights. I know this sounds crazy, but literally, it was because I hadn't given my brain time to think for the whole day, and so when I tried to sleep, it needed to think a bit first, my brain. So what I did to get more ideas was, in the moment where you'd normally like just scroll or listen to music, I would just think about the thing I was trying to get ideas for. So for me, it'd be YouTube. The more you let your brain think about the thing you're obsessed with and want to get ideas for, the more ideas you'll actually get. It's very simple. And the simple way I used to get more thoughts was, the next time I eat lunch or just a meal in general, I won't use YouTube. And when I bike or use public transport, I don't listen to music. And the last one, when I go to the toilet, I won't bring my phone. Like, these are very simple things you can do that will buy you more time to think without having to use extra time in your day. But you want more ideas, right? Step 3, becoming the thinker. At this point, you're already getting more ideas from not overstimulating your brain. And when I was at this point, I wanted more ideas. So let me show you what I did. It's actually so simple that it can't really be dragged out that much. Just take out some time of your day to sit down with a notepad and think. Sit down and ask yourself, how do I get more ideas in X? Because you're not distracting yourself, but just sitting there with a notepad thinking, and it won't be long until ideas flow in. Make sure to do step 2 first though, because then this step will become way easier because you're not overstimulated all the time. If you do this step, you'll get way more ideas though. By now I've taught you everything I know about thinking, and I know it isn't really that much, but implementing these steps changed my life quite a bit, and I hope they will change yours as well. Alright, that's it. Put one foot in front of the other.